What's up? It's DJ D Sharp for ADP.FM. Where's DJ culture today? I think DJ culture is kind of all over the place, and that's fine. It's easier to learn how to DJ. It's easier to get equipment. It's easier to become a superstar DJ with no talent because of socials. So, again, it's all over the place, but for seasoned DJs, it's also dope too because, we know records, we know technology. I'm an old head, it's cool, I understand it. But I encourage my other old heads to embrace technology, embrace what the youngsters are into, and push the envelope. I prefer them all. In terms of sets, I really love open format sets because I'd be all over the place, as you'll see in this mix. Like I'll just be all over the place. And I love it. I love taking people on a journey and doing all kind of different stuff. But also, I love the sets where they're themed, you know what I mean? Because it's an opportunity to have fun doing what you love. And it's dope when the crowd is into that. Like I just did one where it was like, it's a 2000s, they wanted 2000s. And like the club wasn't set, like the club's just ready to turn up. Like they not really tripping off of what the party theme was. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you gotta work within that because the cats who booked me, they wanted that, but the crowd didn't want that. So then it's like, what do? But I had fun making these motherfuckers dance to the 2000s, but doing it with remixes, doing it with, just having fun. Yeah, a lot of the times, 70% of the time, unless it's like, R&B and ribs or what, like parties that are like established that you know for sure. Like back in the day, my boy David Ali used to do the 90s party at 330 Rich. I'm super dating myself, but it's cool. But those parties was dope because people came there expecting what they wanted. It's hard when you're trying to start a party though, right? Like if you're trying to start a party and then you already have a vibe in a certain club or a certain, you know what I mean? Like clubs got their vibes, you know what I mean? People go to certain clubs for certain things. So it's kind of hard to train people to get into something else, you know what I mean? When it's like, they're not trying to hear that. They want to hear Katy Perry or they want to hear something else, you know what I mean? They like, I had a girl showing me the joint on the camera to like play Bad Bunny or whatever, right? And I was like mouthing it to her. But yeah, it's definitely tough, but it's also fun because it's a challenge. I love a challenge, man. My favorite absolute time to DJ a party is start to finish. 10 to 2, 12 to 4, I don't know. But because when you set up in a spot and you start the vibe, you can continue the vibe. You can continue. If you get on after a DJ, which is cool, depending on how good the DJ is. But, there's a lot of DJs who want to like shine, and I understand it. It's dope. Like they'll play all the hot records and they'll get you, some DJs will get thrown off their shit because of that. But like, that's a challenge again to me. I love a challenge. I'll go in and I'll just rock, you know what I mean? I'm not finna do 6 hours unless you're gonna pay me. Unless you're gonna pay me for it, or unless it's because it's like my own party. But I think for me, as you'll see too during the set, I'm a DJ that plays purely off of vibe. There's nothing set up. I'm setting up hot cues and for stuff that I like. Maybe I'll play this right now. But for the most part, there is no set right now. Like I have no set. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm about to do. And I love that, right? So it's just like, for me, it's just like we all finna just find out what the fuck I'm about to play, right? And that's what's dope about doing a set from start to finish. Like you could start a vibe, you could start, let's say I'm a piano and play I'm a piano for 30 minutes and then go dance hall and then go dance hall to R&B and then go R&B to hip hop and then go back to some Motown shit. I don't know, but you can set up the vibe. And I've learned and witnessed firsthand, when you do sets from start to finish, those are always the better parties because you curated the vibe from start to finish, and it's just a better situation. I can go back to back with DJs. I think it's fun to do that when the DJs are on one accord. The DJs are like, in the same, same skill level and same, just same musical taste, I would say. I have no problem with that. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing solo joints. I think, back in the day, I used to do a lot of 2x4 sets with a lot of different DJs, which was always fun because it's a chance to showcase what you do compared to what somebody else would do, and it's always fun. My philosophy around DJing is simply playing to the crowd, right? Like, that's really what it is. It don't matter that you tired of hearing this is how we do it, right? Like, motherfuckers want to hear this is how we do it. Like, keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might be a few people in there that don't want to, right? But it's like, I'm not gonna say I hate when DJs do that, but it's like, it's super self-centered to go into a situation where you like, I'm not playing Hot in Here, or I'm not playing, you know what I'm saying, Blow the Whistle, or like, you know what I'm saying, because you tired of it. Like, it's not about you as a DJ. You are there to curate something and have fun. If you could do that creatively, more power to you, right? But at the end of the day, if you in the Bay, for instance, they want to hear Blow the Whistle. Like, it's no getting around that, right? And if you at a, I don't know, a wedding or whatever, they want to hear this is how we do it, or yeah, or one of them big ass hits, and you got to play those. But I think the doper DJs, the better DJs, are the DJs who have fun with that and take a challenge and take people on a ride and take people where they don't expect to go. It's like, oh wow, wait, he played, yeah, but he played, I don't know, Luther Vandross into some others, you know what I mean, into whatever, right? Like, it's vibes. I hate that shit too, but it's vibes. I love remixes, and my take on remixes versus originals is I do a bit of both, right? I think we get lost in a remix because, in a situation like this, I feel like remixes are probably more, it's probably more, you probably will want to play remixes in a situation like this. But if you're at a party and you're vibing, like I said earlier, it's like, if you could do creative ways to play those songs that people are used to, whether it's remixing it or it's doing something else, but at the end of the day, people want to hear the song like they listen to it on Spotify. People want to hear the song like they grew up listening to it. Like, if you in the club and they playing Do You Remember the Time, Michael Jackson, it's like, yeah, you could do a Bruno Mars remix with it and catch some eyes and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? It's all about how you set it up, how you do it as a DJ. The biggest inspiration in the beginning was Jam Master Jay. And then it turned into Jazzy Jeff was the one who made me feel like, oh, this is dope. Like, wow, I gotta do this. And then, being from the West Coast, DJs like Aladdin, Joe Cooley, of course, Egyptian Lover, from the production side of it. But those DJs are the DJs who inspired me to like really get into it. Mixmaster Ice from UTFO. I'm super dating myself, but it's all good. But Premier, and it's funny because DJing there's many facets to DJing, as we all know, right? So like, Premier is different, right? Premier is just strictly scratching. Like, we all as DJs have emulated a Premier scratch, right? Like, that's how you get better at cutting. You know what I'm saying? Again, going to Aladdin and learning all that stuff in low profile. Like, that's how I got better at scratching, was really listening to low profile and listening to Aladdin. And just like, wow, just listening to what he's doing. DJ Scratch with Rampage, like, you know, records like, you know, and then taking that and on a rampage, like doing exactly what he was doing to get better, right? So, yeah, man, I have a slew of DJ influences, and yeah, I'm probably missing a lot, but those are the ones that come to mind. You know who I like, bro? And it's gonna come as a surprise to people, but it's and I don't even know if Brett called himself an EDM DJ, but James Hype. Dude is dope. Like, in terms of like, and I don't know his age, but I'm assuming he's been in the game for a while because of how his style of DJing and what he brings to the EDM side of it. Or again, I don't know if that's what he does, but definitely house music. But I really like him. I'm trying to think of who else I like. I mean, he's the only one that really come to mind. I mean, from the Bay, I love Jay Espinoza and I love Miles. Those are my two favorite DJs from here. And I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's more I could probably, you know what I mean, once I get to it, but you know, those are who come to mind right now. I say, bro, like, you know, you see these lists at the end of the year and all that stuff, and I'll be like, how's he not in the list of best DJs in the Bay this year, or Miles Medina? Like, I know they don't, Jay Espinoza plays out, but Miles is more so like he's, you know, he comes out, he pops out when he wants to, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can't discredit these brothers. Like, it's blasphemy to me. You cannot doubt this brother, man. So hats off to him. He's a huge inspiration and a friend and a colleague. And I love, when I'm on a bill with him, I love it. What makes a song perfect for me is the mix and how it's arranged, and but mainly the mix. And, you know, depending on what I'm trying to accomplish as a DJ, right? So like, if I don't know, like Jello, the G3 record, I don't know if y'all familiar, this dude, is going up, right? But that record's not mixed super well. It's not at all, right? But, you know, I'm in situations where I kind of got to play it. And then, you know, I'll add shit to make it fatter or whatever, or sometimes it depends how much I'm into the record. I might do some tweaking, but for the most part, your record has a strong chance of me playing it if it's mixed right, if it fits whatever genre I'm playing. Like, that's real important to me. What's up, it's DJ D Sharp, and I'm here all day play.fm, and I'm just gonna have fun, man.